Don't fall today. You'll be thrown temptation. You'll be thrown opportunities to sin. And just because Christ died for us, that does not mean we should just live in our sin and our brokenness. So today, all the days, but today especially, live like you are changed. Live like you have been completely changed by Christ. Live with the fruits. Live in worship and in prayer and in reverence to God. We're all sinners and we're all going to fall short. And especially today, just focus on the Lord and focus that you were born again. Focus that you are not a slave to sin, that you have been raised up by Christ. Live differently. Be the change. Be different. Stand out. I want to read out of Galatians 2:20. I've been crucified with Christ. It is no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me. The life which I now live in the flesh, I live by faith in the Son of God who loved me and gave himself to me. I do not set aside the grace of God, for righteousness comes through the law. Then Christ died in vain. I have been crucified with Christ. It is no longer I who live. We need to live for Christ. We need to live like Christ. Don't live like the people of this world. Don't live like your old self, your old self that has sinned constantly, the old self that ran away from God and ran away from righteousness. The life which I now live in flesh, I live by faith in the Son of God. He loved me and gave himself for me. So if he loved me and gave himself for me, then why not live your whole life for him? Because if righteousness came through the law, if righteousness came through works, then Christ died in vain. Because he came down because we could not match up to these works. Because we could not live up to God's standard. Because we kept on sinning and falling short. He came down for that. Because if righteousness is through works and through the law, then Christ coming down for us was all in vain. So today I want you to focus on the Lord. Right now, pray. Turn on some worship music. You may be starting your day. You may be in the middle of your day. It could be a lunch break. It could be a break. It could be after your work, after your school. No matter where you are. It could even be the middle of the night and you can't get any sleep. Pray that God fills you with peace and God fills you with his joy that no one else can give. Because again, the peace and the joy that he can give is so amazing. And if you felt it before, you know that it's otherworldly. It's peace that doesn't make sense. And today, just as you go throughout the day, pray that he gives you peace, joy. Ask him to fill you with wisdom and discernment as you go out through your day. Ask him to protect you from any temptation that might come. And I'm going to be praying for you guys that anyone who hears this, that God would lead you and guide you, and that you could live a life for him and not for the world. And that anyone who is watching, that just know that God loves you. Know that today is a day to give glory to him, because he gave it all for us. So the smallest thing we can do is just give a little glory to him. And so, I'm out here on a walk, and wherever you're at today, just give him the praise and the glory, and just know that we're dead to the sin. We are made alive with Christ. We are born again. We are born again. The things of this world don't matter to us. It's all vanity. We need to focus on the Lord and things that build up, and how we can encourage others, how we can make a difference in their lives, how we can evangelize, how we can just bless other people and bless God. So again, today, just focus on him, pray, worship, and I'm going to be praying for you guys. And remember, today is a new day. Whatever you did yesterday, whatever sin you went through, whatever trials you're going through right now, just remember, today is a new day, and we can live change because we are born again, and we are made new by Christ. And we don't need to worry about the things of this world, and just focus on Him today. Let Him take over your troubles and your pain and your suffering, and just give it all to Christ.